Hello everyone. In this video we will see the calculation of displacement of cantilever beam by Castigliono's theorem. This is Firoz Nadaf. If you want to follow me on my social handles, you can follow me on my Twitter ID. You can also follow me on my Facebook ID. I have also created a Telegram channel. If you want to avail the notes of my video lectures, you are requested to subscribe to my Telegram channel. The link of this Telegram channel I will share in the description box. Here we are having a question to find vertical deflection at point C by using Castigliono's theorem. Castigliono's has two theorems, Castigliono's part 1 and Castigliono's part 2. Part 1 and part 2. Part 1 deals with the calculation of forces. It deals with the calculation of forces. And part 2 deals with the calculation of displacement. Calculation of displacement, whether you are calculating the rotation or the deflection. So here the question is about calculation of displacement, particularly deflection at point C. We are required to use Castigliono's part 2 theorem. Castigliono's part 2 theorem. So first we have to understand what is the statement of Castigliono's part 2 theorem. The statement is partial derivative of strain energy with respect to force is equal to displacement in the direction of the force. So again I will repeat the statement, I will not write it down here. Partial derivative of strain energy with respect to force is equal to displacement in the direction of forces. Okay, the question here is to find vertical deflection at point C. So I will write the possible displacement of this cantilever beam, and this delta we need to find. This is the delta that we need to find. So when we reflect on the statement, it states that partial derivative of strain energy with respect to force is equal to deflection in the direction of the forces. So here we don't have any force. We are required to assume some force. Here, P. This is the force that we are assuming. It is also called as dummy load. This is dummy load that we are assuming here. Because we need to find delta by using Castigliono's theorem. We require this force. This force is very important. So here we don't have any force. In that case, you have to assume a dummy load acting on that point where you need to find the deflection. Now we will see what is strain energy. Here we have strain energy for axial forces, we have strain energy for flexure. So we are dealing with beam. In that case we have to take strain energy for flexure, and this is a formula of strain energy for flexure. I have derived this formula in one of my video. I will share that video in the description box. So this is the formula of strain energy that we need to use and we have to derive this formula with respect to P and equate it to delta. So just substitute the value of U here. Dou by dou P, U is m square by 2 EI equal to delta. Okay. Now dou by dou P will be equal to 2m by 2 EI dou m by dou P equal to delta. This 2 will get cancelled. Now the formula is delta equal to m by EI dou m by dou P. And you see that this bending moment is not constant. It is varying from A to point C. It is not constant. To consider the varying bending moment, we have to do limit integration. Okay. So delta equal to integration between the limit 0 to L m divided by EI dou m by dou p. Now we need to prepare one table. The table is very important. We need to define member, origin, limit, EI, value of flexural rigidity, M, and dou m by dou p. Okay, so in case of cantilever, to make our analysis easy, to make our calculation easy, always take member from the free end. You can also take the member from the fixed end. You can take member AD, DB, BC. You can take from the fixed end, but for easy calculation, for easy analysis, it is better to take members from the free end like CB, BD, DA, just to make our analysis easy. So first member here is CB. I will take origin C. In that case, limit will be 0 to 2. Okay, and since I have taken CB member, I have to take a section in member CB. Since C is the origin, X distance will be from C. Okay, at this particular point, I want to find the moment. So I have to go from C to the section. So EI is the value of EI is not given here. So we'll assume that EI is constant. Okay, EI is constant. It is 1 EI for the entire beam. Now M for this member M. So at this particular point, you see P into X is creating moment minus P into X, and also the UDL of distance X is creating moment. From here to here, the distance of UDL is X. The total load of UDL will be phi into X, and the perpendicular distance will be X by 2. And this will be creating a clockwise moment. Here it is negative. Minus phi X square by 2. And we need to derivate partially this equation with respect to P. And what we will get, you see, we will get minus X. Next member is BD. I will take a section in BD. Okay. Next member is BD. I will define origin as B. X distance will be from B. At this particular point, I want to find moment. At this particular point, let me change the color. At this particular point, I want to find the moment. So I have to go from C to the section to find moment at this particular point. Okay, so P is coming, the entire UDL is coming. So P into the perpendicular distance is 2 plus X. Limit will be 0 to 2 EI here P into X plus 2. Okay, so P into X plus 2, the entire length of UDL is coming between C to the section. The entire length of UDL is coming between C and this section. The total load of UDL will be phi into 2, which will be acting at the center. Phi into 2. And the perpendicular distance with respect to this section will be 1 plus X. Okay, from here to here it will be 1. And from here to this point it is X. So the perpendicular distance is 1 plus x, and this total load of UDL is creating clockwise moment with respect to this particular section. So here it will be minus 5 into 2 into perpendicular distance 1 plus x. Okay, so again we need to partially derivate this equation with respect to p, and we will see what we will get here. We will get minus x plus 2. This is what we are getting. One more member we have. We will see. Next member is dA. So I will define a section. I will take a section in dA, and I will take D as the origin. So x distance will be from D. At this particular point, I want to find bending moment. I have to go from C to the section. The P is coming, the entire UDL is coming, and this 10 is also coming. We need to specify the perpendicular distance with respect to each forces. So P into 2 plus 2 plus x, okay, minus P to x plus 4. This is coming, and the UDL, total load of UDL is 5 into 2. Perpendicular distance will be 1 plus 2 plus x, okay, x plus 3, and this 10 is also coming. The perpendicular distance with respect to this section is x minus 10 into x. You just write down in the table. Member is dA. I have defined D as origin. Limit will be 0 to 2. EI is constant. Minus Px plus 4. Whatever we have determined the equation, we have to write here. Minus 10 into x plus 3 minus 10 into x. Okay. So this is what we got. This is this equation with respect to P partially, you will be getting minus bracket x plus 4. Now we can use this formula that we know how to find delta deflection by using Castigliono's part 2 theorem. We can make use of this formula. We need to refer this table. Delta equal to, the first member is CB, limit is 0 to 2, okay, M is minus Px minus 2.5x square divided by EI into dou M by dou P of member CB. Dou M by dou P of member CB is minus x dx plus now member BD. For member BD, the limit is 0 to 2. M is, you can write this value of M, minus P x plus 2 minus 10 x plus 1 divided by EI into dou M by dou P of member BD, which is minus x plus 2. Okay, one more member we have, plus member dA, limit is 0 to 2. Write down the value of M and then multiply it by dou M by dou P, minus P x plus 4 minus 10 x plus 3 minus 10 into x divided by EI into dou m by dou p value of dA which is minus x plus 4 dx. Now you see, again we will go to the problem. See, we have taken the value of P. This is dummy load. Actually, it is not applied at point C. We are just taking an imaginary load, a dummy load, because actually it does not exist. So now what we have to do, we have to put P equal to 0 in the equation. We have to put P equal to 0, and again we need to simplify it. So now we can put P equal to 0. Putting P equal to 0 because P does not exist. Putting P equal to 0, delta will be, just simplify the equation, 0 to 2, this is CB, it will be minus minus plus 2.5 x cube by EI dx plus this entire portion will be 0. So you are left with minus 10 x plus 1 into minus x plus 2 divided by EI dx, plus here also this portion will be 0 because P is 0. So what you are left with, you have to write here 0 to 2 dA minus 10 x plus 3 minus 10 x into x plus 4, this is minus, divided by EI dx. You can easily solve this equation by using the calculator. You don't have to do manual analysis, manual calculation. You don't have to do that. It will take a long time. So just use the calculator, do limit integration, and you will get the answer. I will directly write down the answer. Answer is 650 by EI. This is deflection, vertical deflection at C.